Angry guy here, and women are facing a living hell. Women are facing a living hell. Guys, this is insanity, but now women are literally outright telling other women to only date for money. This is a result of the declining society we're in, hyperinflation. Women can no longer afford lifestyles anymore. They're realizing that the boss babe thing just isn't working out. A lot of these women who went on to become doctors, they're still paying off those student loans at 40 years old. They don't have children, they don't have a relationship, and they're still trying to tell women they can have it all. And they think that somehow they're going to go out there and find a wealthy man, a wealthy millionaire that is going to give them the life that they deserve. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this video.
Hey guys, it's me Alexis, and today we're doing a video on how I am dating for money. I didn't have much time to plan for this, so the information is kind of spread out all over the place. You're just gonna have to bear with me. Watch this full entire video before making your opinion. I also want to say that my videos are 100% geared towards women. If you're a man and wanting to comment respectfully, it's just not the place. And I mean this in no bad way, but men sometimes do not know what they want. I've based my research on literally years of studying psychology, biology, the male and female brain, science of attraction, traditional relationships, so much stuff. Okay, so my first point is that our brains are very confused on what we want. Like I was just explaining how the men don't really know how they will fall in love. Women are the same. Our brains are completely wired differently, and we're getting confused. What the female wants, we want to be gifted and spoiled and loved and cared for and feel safe. And so we feel like if we can do that for the man, that will make him fall in love, but that is not true. And so what women do, we start spoiling him to try and show him that that's what we want. That is not how it works. So when you are giving to a man and just showing him that you're gonna work for him and all of this stuff, it is only attracting unhealthy men, or it will completely repel your masculine man. It's a very big turnoff for men to be babied, and I see this a lot for some reason, where the girl tries to be like a mother and just so nurturing. When you're just dating, when you're just trying to see if there's a connection, there's no need to be mothering a man. They want to feel needed. They want to feel like your hero. So immediately, if a man is asking for a transactional relationship, and what I mean by that is, I will pay for this if you give me this. Sometimes when they ask you for intimacy and stuff like that, just know he does not love you. So all of this stuff in this video about men loving to provide and wanting to be your protector, this applies to healthy, good mindset men. There are lots of unhealthy men that we see all over the place. You need to have your own discernment and know what to look out for. Now, if you follow me and subscribe, I will help you on this journey. There's just so many videos that I have to make. I will show you how to get the absolute best treatment out of men. You do not have to choose to either date for love or money. I don't know why that's like a thing nowadays. I personally want both. And right now, I only see two sides of the spectrum, where there's girls who are dating completely broke men, just hoping and praying that he's one day gonna maybe get some money and that he will respect her for staying since his lowest.
Y'all, this is some of the worst thing I, I, I'm speechless. I am speechless, y'all. I am absolutely speechless. Notice what she said. If a man expects the relationship to be transactional, for example, he expects that he does something, you do something for him, then that's not a man for you. That's a low value man. That's not a man that you should be with. That's a toxic man. Guys, do you hear this stuff? A man doesn't actually want a woman who does things for him, like who cooks for him, cleans for him, who treats him, who is motherly towards him. Men hate when you treat them, act like you're their mother when you're treating them like you're their mother and doing things for them. Men want to be needed. They want to provide for you. They want to take care of you. They want to serve you. A real men don't want anything from you. They don't want you to give them anything or do anything for them. They just want to adore you. Now, here's a guys. This is some of the worst advice you could ever you can ever take. Because the thing is that there are two roles in a relationship. There's the adorer and there's the adoree. There's the person doing the adoring and the person who's being adored. There's some people will say, well, in my relationship, this is what the simps often will say, and some women, we both adore each other equally. That's absolute nonsense. There is one person in the relationship who adores who adores the other person more. Women want to be now. Here's the thing: women, they want to be the adoree. They think that they want to be adored. They think they want to be the one that's being adored, but that's absolute nonsense. She cannot, because if she's constantly being adored, she's going to get tired of it. She's going to feel like this person is not my best option. A woman always wants to be with her best option. For her to be with her best option, then she has to be with a person that she adores more than they adore her. That's the only way that she will ever be happy. That's the only way that she will ever actually stay with that person, if she feels that that person is her best option. A woman that is also saying that, a man does not want someone who does anything for him in the relationship. They want to do everything in the relationship. They want to do this and this and this. This woman is actually speaking from her masculine, and they're trying to present masculine behavior as feminine. There's nothing feminine about this. Okay? This woman wants to live a life of luxury, saying that women want to be pampered and taken care of. So she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she brings nothing to the relationship because she is the relationship, and she shames men who want anything. Also, don't forget, she doesn't want advises women, don't be with these broke boys that have potential. Okay? You should always meet them at the finish line. Think about this very carefully, guys. They don't want you during their prime, but they want you during their decline. So after you've done all the work and you've built all your value, they're there to meet you at the finish line and tell you that a real man takes care of a woman. A real man gives a woman everything she wants and expects nothing. All relationships are transactional. I mean, you come together and you say, well, this is what I offer. This is what do you offer? What do you bring to the table? And you create a life that way. These women are just looking for men to exploit, to take advantage of, to use, and then take off. She literally says she dates for money. She dates for money, but it's not that you can't date for love also. I date for love and money. You can have both. You know, she loves the person who's giving her money. And that's absolutely not conditional. And if we look at some of the comments, look at this comment from one guy. I'm a rich, healthy, balanced man, and I can guarantee you I do not want a woman with this mindset in my life. Let's see how she responds. Babe, you can go ahead and take the masculine woman off the market because they aren't wanted by high value men. Have fun with your stressed out wife who slowly built resentment. She's calling them masculine. What? This woman is deeply in her masculine. Have fun with your stressed out wife who slowly builds resentment, so she can't spell. Built resentment because no. Slowly built resentment because you forced her to work her entire life, and she feels like she chose wrong. She chose wrong. So she feels like she chose wrong because she's in a relationship with someone where she's providing value in the relationship. Guys, we should listen to them carefully, because what they're saying is that women in Western society don't want to do it. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They really don't even want to have children most of the time. They want to have someone who completely provides for them, and they are simply adored, and they are going to resent you for having to do these things. This is something you should absolutely listen to, and she calls these women masculine, women who basically provide, who take care of their family. So women like Candace Owens, who cooks for her husband, cooks for her family, takes care of her family. She's a masculine woman. Guys, think about this carefully. They're saying that Filipinas are masculine women. Do y'all see how they're trying to reverse it now? These women with masculine energy are saying that they are the definition of femininity, and women who cook, who submit to their men, women who cook, women who clean. These women are the masculine ones. Y'all, this is truly unbelievable Truly unbelievable. But this is where we have come. And guys, they're in desperation mode right now. They're in absolute desperation mode right now because they can see what's happened to the older women. They can see what's happened to the millennial women who took the boss babe path, and you can see how it worked out for them. All right, these miserable lives where these women don't have money, they can't survive. A lot of them, it didn't work. Even the female doctors and lawyers, like they dropping out of medicine, dropping out of law to go and start an Only Fools Lonely Fans. But don't get me wrong, you have simps. You have the simps like this dude. You're right. Us men should be protectors and also providers. And I am a Christian. Guys, y'all see why I say stay out of the church? Stay out of the church because the streets lead to the church and the church leads to the streets. I am a Christian also, so I try to apply the Bible to my relationship and living. Thanks for the content and be blessed, Queen. Guys, do you see that? Do you see the simp? Do you see the simp? And she responds, of course, I am okay. Let me go here. She responds, babe, your belief that there are rarely men who haven't slept around is holding you back. I used to be the same, having bad ideas about men as a general group. If you want to fix this, my video called How Thoughts Influence Your Reality and use the things I put in there for your benefit on fixing the mindset on men. So basically, guys, this is a hardcore feminist. This is a hardcore feminist. And basically, times have gotten extremely difficult right now. They need help. They don't, and they're never going to admit to it because they're deep in their ego. So what they're going to do is say that, I'm strong, I'm independent, but if you want to be for me, you're going to have to provide everything for me and do not ask for anything and do not expect anything in return. This, and if you do, then you are not a man. You are a boy. You are a boy. Look at this. Let's look at this comment from Mark. So if a man is polite and takes care of you, but doesn't buy you expensive things, he's not the right guy. But if he's too busy with his job and doesn't care to pass time with you, he's a great boyfriend and a good future dad. And I suppose the women don't need to do nothing in return and show him love back. What the f in the world do we live? What the F in what world do we live? And she responds, biggest part about a man with a provider mindset is he's already generous. He is caring and hardworking. Character, values, and morals are another huge part. Stop generalizing what you think I look for in a man off one YouTube video. But yes, providers tend to be busy. I have and always will be busy with my own life. I would not want a little boy who has all the time in the day but is lazy because that shows many flaws about his own character. Guys, little boy. Didn't I say they call us little boys? Guys, I'm a 41. I'm gonna be 41 this year. All right. I've lived through so much in my life. And this is how these women talk to us. All right. This guys, oh my goodness. I need to get Soraya. I need to get Soraya on this. Really, Soraya really needs to respond to this. Because she would know how to deal with these individuals. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Women don't need to do nothing in return. You stupid guy, get out of my comments. Do you see, guys? She said, "You stupid guy, get out of my comments." Once again, generalizing my entire opinion based on one video. Feminine women bring a whole array of things to a relationship. Oh God, guys. She literally said that if a man expects anything from a woman in the relationship, then he is not the one for you. Because a real masculine man provides everything, and a woman should not be doing anything for him in the relationship. Okay, a man wants a woman who he can do everything for, and he doesn't expect anything, including physical intimacy. Guys, this is crazy stuff. And I want you to remember that here, what ends up happening is, they're in a relationship with one guy, but then of course it's just that the marriage is just a piece of paper, so they're not giving you physical intimacy, but they need physical intimacy, so they have their other guy on the side. So they have their Chad, their Tyrone, their Ray Ray, their Pookie, their Enrique, their Miguel, their Quan, their little Poncho, and those guys, they take care of those their needs because those are the men that they actually love. And I've said that countless times. Those are the men that they actually love. So while you're in a relationship with them and you're not getting anything, and you're lucky if you just get one bit of intimacy, like a little bit, like one time, these guys are getting it on the regular, and women will act like, oh well, I'm just not interested in being an intimate. Guys, think about this carefully. You have a young woman who is in her 20s, early 20s, and she's with this guy, and he's providing every single thing for her, but she's not being physically intimate with him. And her response to this is that she's just not interested. She's just not interested in physical intimacy. Men and women are different. Guys, this is an absolute lie. She's in her best years of life, okay? She's in her best health, hopefully, and she is somehow suddenly not interested in physical intimacy for months and years on end. She does not want to be intimate with the guy she's with, but men and women are different, and it's just that women can turn it off and turn it on, whatever they, dependingly. Guys, these are absolute lies that we're fed. What has been happening is that they have someone else on the side. If you're in a relationship with a young woman and she's not being physically intimate with you, she has her side men. She has her dudes on the side that she is being physically intimate with on a regular basis. And if she's married, she's being physically intimate with these dudes on a regular basis. Because a lot of the time, the guys that she ends up marrying, at best, they're just a status symbol for her and a provider and a protector. But these are not the men that she loves. A lot of the times, she even resents these guys because she doesn't want to be physically intimate with them. She finds it disgusting. The idea of physical intimacy is nothing more than a chore with these men. These are not the men that she loves. These are the men that she simply needs and that she's using to survive. And of course, she's going to use them until she can get out of the relationship. Well, she's going to try to use them for the rest of her life, but she's going to keep on using them as she's in the relationship, and then even hopefully after the relationship, she ends through alimony and taking half of their stuff. But she's going to have her men on the side that she's going to the guys. These are the guys that were often before with that she was going to before she met this guy, and she's going to continue seeing them well after she met them, because the marriage contract is nothing more than a piece of paper, and you have to take that into consideration. And Mark, your response, I don't get why you would insult me and tell me stupid guy, call me stupid guy, get out of my comment section. I was respectful and trying to debate. You really need to learn how to be polite and accept that people can have a different point of view. You can, and she's calling herself a feminine woman, guys. This is femininity. So this is the crazy. So she considers Filipinas who men consider fit, feminine, and friendly to be the actual masculines, and women like her are the actual feminine. Y'all, do y'all really see this? Do y'all really see this? She literally said that women who cook, clean, take care of their families are masculine women, and then they will ultimately resent the men that they're with. And she might not be wrong about one fact, that they will resent the men that they're with, because cooking, cleaning, and taking care of your family, these are masculine things. These are masculine behaviors. Feminine behaviors are being taken care of. Having a man provide your food for you, having a man have someone to clean for you, having guys, this is what we call soft girl life. Soft girl life. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This guy says, it's sad that it came to this because I'm Gen X and I'm sorry that men are completely different these days. Women do have it worse. I'm sure us guys help the process. I'm actually happy I grew up without social media. You literally had to go out and talk to women and date. The date much better era. Good luck with your journey. Never settle men or women. Respect yourself first, and the rest comes easier. And of course, she liked this because this guy's a total simp. Total simp. Total simp, guys. These guys are a complete utter joke. Complete utter joke. If there is love between them, you can always grow rich. It doesn't have to always be the woman has to find a rich man. My gosh. Shin says, if I have to be a provider, then she has to have no right to work legally, no access to education either. We optimize for hypergamy all the way. Let me see here. Vivi says, that which you define as God make you want more expensive purses, or is it possible it was society? Lol, if it was society or my environment that put these desires in my mind, then I'd be cheap and not caring about this stuff. I grew up without money. Guys, notice what she said. I grew up without money. I grew up without money, and yet her entire focus is all on money and getting a wealthy man. Hmm. I just don't know. I just don't know. This is crazy. This guy says, I don't disagree, although password bros exist because the dollar is basically losing value here. But in other countries, it's 3 to 5 times relatively less stressful to provide. $1,000 can stretch a long way in another country versus the US that barely enough for mortgage and rent. They've made dating a new way of trapping men in lifetime debt and keeping us all slaves. High risk for young men if it doesn't work out. This is crazy. And those what this guy goes. In Christianity, there's no dating. Once you develop a friendship with some woman and you're ready for marriage as a man, God will find you a marriage partner. The Holy Spirit will lead you in all truth. Remember, the first marriage was of Adam and Eve, and God was involved in every part of that union. Furthermore, our earthly marriage are a symbol of our marriage to Jesus in heaven. These guys are crazy. If you cannot live a life of self control and being yoked to the Lord Jesus, then you should not even be looking at the opposite gender. Lust is the common problem, and the solution is the Holy Spirit and drawing near to God. And she, of course, likes this because, guys, she believes that it is biblical that a man provides everything for the woman. He must adore her. And it is not biblical for a woman to submit to her man. It is not biblical for a woman to cook, clean, and take care of a family. It is none of these things are biblical. Those okay. It is biblical for a man to basically to be the provider, protector, and give the woman everything she needs and expect nothing in return. A woman's role in the relationship is just to take. That is her role in the relationship, guys. This is why I tell you to stay away from the church because these are the types of people that you find in the church. All right, and of course the Christians will come and try to clean this nonsense up. Stack says gambling is just another form of risk. Gambling is part of almost every aspect of our lives. Business is a form of gambling, and so is trading. Business failure rates are high too. Many people lose everything in a failed business. How is that not gambling with your time and money? Of course, she says gambling and calculated risk for business are different. Gambling is a shot in the dark, playing games, putting things in a great jeopardy, which is why science proves that the gambling gene is same as cheating, putting things up for risk at high stakes for your own pleasure, while a business risk is putting something to work, an intelligent move with much thought. How is this an investment? I don't know, guys. This is crazy. Guys, I like this comment from one guy. He says, "Dab, that's how you know the economy is bad." Guys, this is literally sick. This is literally sick, and she thinks this is really the way to go. Unbelievable. No, no. Nam says, "I wonder what they call the person who does dates for money." Yep, yep, yep. Like seriously, how do you put this on YouTube? How you guys? There is a term. There is a term for doing dates for money. There is a term for doing dates for money. But okay, uh-huh. Just how men want money and be millionaires. Aha, you are very pretty, so I'm sure you will have no problem with your strategy. Men, remember, coffee dates or drinks are drink dates only, no food. guys, men, remember, coffee dates or drink dates only, so food. Holy cow! Holy cow! Guys, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Remember, no food. Do not feed them. Do not feed them. Guys, I just want to just remember. I mean, if you go out for even a coffee date, that's expensive coffee. You go to Starbucks, you both get drinks. That's like 16, $17 between the two of you. And if you picked her up and took her there, like, that's gas money right there. You can call that like, let's call it 5 to 6, let's call it $5 to $10 in gas money, that you're spending between, and then there's your time. What is your time worth? If we want to quantify your time, really, your time, like even at the lower level, your time is worth at least $30 to $60 an hour. But let's say $30, let's say $30. So just between your time and the money that you're going to spend going out with her, I mean, you're already losing around 50, anywhere from 50, but really to 50 to $200 an hour just spending time with this woman. Just and even taking that off, just between the coffee and the gas and everything, you're still losing money. It's really it's really not worth it. Neon says, wait for him to one day get money. That's not going to work. It's like you people are no longer human. So what is the so what is the inhuman condition under which you will be judged? How about money? Yeah, that's right. Just like you, I know first go to your king and ask, "Hey, random authoritarian dictator of the age, what do you think about the value of this girl over here?" And the free riding king says, "I devalue everything and everyone. I will never give her the value she deserves. I will never see it." Then I turn to you and say, "The king says you have little to no value, so." And then she responds, "What is bro talking about?" Guys, this is this is what young men can look forward to. This is all that young men can look forward to in Western society. Okay? This is modern day dating for you. This is the reality of modern day dating and relationships with women in Western society now. Look at this nonsense. This won't happen to the beautiful polarizing polarity of masculine and feminine. She believes that this is true femininity. She believes that this is true femininity. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women are facing a living hell. We can clearly see that inflation is truly having devastating effects on the livelihoods of women in Western society. I want to hear your thoughts on what you think about everything we discussed here further. So let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.